Good afternoon. It's about November the 5th, and we're standing on the campus of Swain County Middle School. Next Monday is Veterans Day. It's a holiday for the students and for the staff, so make sure you have that on your calendar. But in light of the fact that it is Veterans Day, what we're going to do is we're going to go in and meet with some of the students that are in the cafeteria and ask them about their thoughts about Veterans Day and if they have anyone in their family who they would like to give a shout out to. So let's go in and see what they have to say. We're in the middle school cafeteria and we're sitting with some folks who have written essays about Veterans Day for Patriots Pen. We're going to ask them some questions. So here's your question. What's your name?
Sarah.
And Sarah, what does Veterans Day mean to you?
That we're thankful for all the people that have risked their lives and died for us.
Thank you very much, Sarah. And who's this sitting beside you? What's your name, dear?
Deanna.
And Deanna, what does Veterans Day mean to you?
Veterans Day to me means the day we celebrate our veterans that have fought and died for us.
Thank you very much. So I'm sitting here with Bailey, and as we were talking, she told me about some of her relatives who have been in the military. What does Veterans Day mean to you?
Well, it means that I can celebrate my great-grandfather who was in the Marine Corps, along with his twin brother, my Uncle Matt. They were both in the Marine Corps and they fought in the Vietnam War, and I didn't know my Uncle Matt too well, but I knew my grandpa very well, and I always remembered the good memories that I've shared with him. So Veterans Day is the day I get to remember the memories that I had with him.
And I think that's a great place to go with Veterans Day. Now, I understand that your family a while back wasn't from the United States.
No. My dad was not from the United States. My dad was actually from Bali, Indonesia, which is located in Asia.
And while your family a while back was still living in Indonesia, they told you about some things that they saw. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. In Indonesia, 1965, something bad has happened. The president went in control over all the economic materials and stuff. So he got 7 people who were very loyal to them. Those people were kidnapped one night. They were either shot in front of their own kids or they were just kidnapped and gone and tortured.
And are you thankful that you live in a place where we really don't have to worry about that?
Yes, I am very, because it hurts me to just imagine if my family was the people who got drug off the streets. It's hard to imagine that. And tortured, it's just hard to imagine that.
And Veterans Day is a great day to remember that. Thank you, Bailey, for bringing that to my mind and to everyone else's mind. We have another student here who actually has a family member who has been in the military. What's your name, young man?
Joseph Fimiani.
And tell me who from your family has been in the military, what they've done, and what would you like to say to them?
Their name is Andrea Whitmer. She was in the military. She was a weapons specialist, and she was recruited for weapons specialist very early as a rookie, which is very uncommon for that to happen. And this was for Operation Iraqi Freedom. And I'd just like to say thank you for going in and fighting for us. And I appreciate you going in for over 5 years and just being there for.
And I think that's an excellent statement. And thank you for giving up your mom for 5 years for our country. We're proud of you. You have a great day. We've got another young lady here who has also written for Patriots Pen. Would you please tell me your name?
Nicole Green.
Nicole, what does Veterans Day mean to you?
Veterans Day means to me the day that our veterans had fought for our freedom. My great-grandfather had fought in the wars. He was part of the Air Force, and his name is Wilson Schuler, and I know that he fought for our freedom and for his family, and for that I'm thankful.
And I'm thankful that you remember that and that Veterans Day is important to you. What's your name?
Max Wilmot.
Max, tell me, what does Veterans Day mean to you?
I feel grateful that everyone goes out every day and fights for our freedom.
And Max, tell me, do you have anybody in your family or a friend or someone who has served in the military?
My cousin serves in the military, or used to serve in the military in the Army branch, and he is Tyler Bailey.
So I want you to do something for me. I want you to look at the camera, and I want you to speak to Tyler. I want you to tell him thank you for what he's done.
Thank you for what you've done, Tyler.
We appreciate you, Tyler. Thank you, and thank you very much, Max. We're with another young man from the middle school who has an interesting story to go along with Veterans Day. What is your name, sir?
My name's Kellen McCullough.
And would you tell me what Veterans Day means to you?
Veterans Day means a lot to me because it helps me memorialize my great-grandpa Ralph, who was in World War II.
Tell me what Grandpa Ralph did that was kind of unique.
He was on one of the planes that dropped one of the bombs on Japan in World War II.
So I understand that Grandpa Ralph has passed away, but if he were here, would you say something to him and to his family?
I'd say thank you very much, and I appreciate everything you did for me, everyone around me, and our country.
Thank you very much, and we appreciate you as well. Cool. Tell me your name.
Savannah Loftus.
Miss Loftus, would you tell me what Veterans Day means to you?
It's the day that we honor people that fought for our country and are still fighting currently.
Anything else?
No?
Okay, so I want you to look at that camera right there, and I want you to pretend that you're speaking to someone on a military base somewhere on the other side of the world. And I want you to tell them thank you and what you think of what they're doing.
Thank you for all that you've done for our country, and we're very grateful that that you're fighting for our rights.
Thank you, Savannah. We have another young lady at the middle school who also wrote for Patriots Pen. What's your name?
Aaliyah Griffin.
Aaliyah, tell me what Veterans Day means to you.
It means to me honoring those who served and are serving.
And I understand that you may have a family member who has or may be serving right now.
Yeah.
Who is that?
My Uncle Philip.
And what does Uncle Philip do?
Right now he's working at the McAllister Army Ammunitions Base.
Would you look at the camera and send a message to Uncle Philip and maybe tell him what you think of what he's doing?
Thank you, Uncle Philip,
For what?
for serving our country.
And thank you for all that you do for Swain Middle School and Swain County Schools and for caring about our veterans. And thank you for joining with us today. We appreciate your time, and we hope that this has blessed your all's heart. You have a great day, and God bless you.